Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this session. My name is Mario Langlois. I am the Director of Software Development at Forgestik. I'm also a Senior Programmer Analyst with close to 20 years of experience with SAP Business One development. My area of expertise is adapting enterprise-level solutions for SMB needs, mainly with inventory movement application like the traceability, warehouse management, production, and order preparation, just to name some of them. Downscaling large enterprise requirements to assist smaller enterprise with their daily needs. Every manufacturing or transformation company, either small or big, face the same roadblocks, and they all need the various level, the same kind of tools to help them achieve their goals. So today, I will talk about three things, and we'll have a short demo. So what is a floor shop? Where does the production dashboard fit in this plan? How it can help you to achieve your business goal, and also the demo. So let's start with the first one. What is a shop floor? So a shop floor, the definition of by the business society is the area in a manufacturing facility where assembly of production is carried out, either by an automated system or by workers, or a combination of both. The shop floor may include equipment, inventory, and storage area. The shop floor is the place responsible to produce an intermediate or final products. This is some important component of a shop floor. Like we can see here, we have the storeroom where the parts and the inventories ready for the production. We've got the machinery, depending on the sector of production. There's various mechanical, electrical, thermal equipment, along with various tools used on the shop floor. This factor speeds up the production and improves productivity of the business. We've got a quality control. When a product is ready, it is required to undergo certain quality tests and criteria to meet customer satisfaction. The quality control section of a shop floor ensures that the product is flawless and up to the customer satisfaction. We've got the information technology section. And today's shop floors are equipped with lots of tools like that. So we've got shop floor control system, manufacturing execution system, manufacturing operation system management, quality management, and so on. There are many information technology solutions to help a shop floor. And for sure, there's the staff. So the staff are the skilled and experienced staff. Is a great contributor to successful production on the shop floor. Such staff can work with minimal errors and maximum perfection. Where the production dashboard, where does it fit in this process? Well, oops, sorry. So among the different information technology that I just mentioned, there's one that I named the MES, the Manufacturing Execution System. The production fall in this category. The MES are computerized systems used in manufacturing to track and document the transformation of raw materials to finished goods. This includes many processes, and among them we got the scheduling of production process, the execution of production order, the collection of production data, and the production track and trace to track where the stock is, where it must go, and where it is at the moment. So how the production dashboard can help you achieve your goals. Well, today's reality is to do more demanding tasks with less qualified resources. And sorry about it, by this time is when you can access those resources to do the work. The management teams can release production order more easily, more efficiently. In fact, with the production dashboard, it can even release multiple production at the same time, where without the tools in SAP Business One, you need to release them one by one. One thing that is costly in a production chain is the setup or preparation of a job. If the manager could release multiple work orders of the same product at the same time, the setup will be done only once, and then all the matching production could be performed back to back, preventing to have to redo the setup every time. Your enterprise is probably already doing that, but SAP Business One doesn't help you manage. It doesn't help the manager to enter the information back into the ERP. The production dashboard will allow starting up, issuing the raw material, receiving the finished good, and performing all the operation in SAP Business One only in a few clicks. It will also provide a small KPI to the manager to see if they are on schedule with the workload, to see if there's any late delay to be able to deliver the order. The application is also loosely coupled with SAP Business One. This means that it talks to SAP, it uses SAP logic, it uses your business flow, but it's run outside of the SAP Business One client. This will reduce the cost of ownership and make it faster to reach your return of investment. Another gap that I often see in production is the clearness of the data. Data are sometimes written on a sheet, then entered back by the management. If the information is not readable, they skip the entry, enter an unprecise value, or lost a lot of time to track down the good value. Sometimes it can even take days after production is done to have the detail about it. With a production dashboard, the staff can enter the data quickly and easily, and it's then available on the spot for the manager or any big data analysis system that you may have. So easier, faster, and clearer data entry in the production flow. With that, I think we can go to a small demo that will show you the production dashboard and see how it can fit your needs. So let's go see. Let me just do a sec. There we go. So production dashboard. The production dashboard, firstly, the system is bilingual. So if you have English or French people in your staff, they can, each of them individually select the language that you need to have the application run. For today, we'll do the English language. There's two interfaces, two visual layout that we have for the production dashboard. We've got the shop floor, which is the one that we'll show you, and the classic. So when customer purchase this add-on, they can select which one they want. They can change back and forth. The shop floor is the more recent one with more feature, and I think it's a winning choice to go here. So some manufacturer got more than one warehouse from which they produce their goods. We have put here a filter to allow filtering to only see the production that are related to the plant or the factory that you're currently in. So for today, we'll take that one. And let's go see production dashboard. So lots of information on the screen. Let's try to see each section one by one. So firstly, we got here all the production orders that are ready to be produced today at the moment. We see the status, R is for release, P is for plan. So we got an order here that is only planned to be run. It's not yet ready to be manufactured. We got how many units are there to be produced? How many is planned? How much is due for today? So if you're late in the production, you got the products, and I don't have one here, but if you have orders related to the production, you will see the order information. Let's go see here. By clicking on each production, we can see here at the bottom what is required into this production, so people can see what he needs to bring to the machine or to the plan to produce. And we support the routing, we support how can I say that, machinery time, and batch components, serial component, regular component from SAP Business One. Also, right now I'm clicking with the mouse to see every transaction, but often in factory, they don't have mouse, they just have a touch screen. So that's why we have put all those icons here. So people with a finger, they can quickly switch one production to another, page up, page down. Sorry. If you got lots of production orders, you can just say, I don't need to see the component for the moment. I just want to see what needs to be produced, and can just put me in full screen. So right now I just have a few of them, so there's no need of doing it, but you can see same thing for the component. So if there's many components, we want to see the whole list. We don't want to scroll. So just hide the production list. I just want to see the component and so on. Also see here some filters. So what's currently selected to be displayed here? What is information about the current selected row? So I see here this, can I see this one here? Well, sorry. Um, so we can set the filters. If I click on the hard glass, not the hard glass, but the magnifier glass here, I can see what's my selection here. So I can select a date, a range date. I can select what I want to display. I want to display only the resources, the component and resources to see what I need to do. With SAP Business One, I can see, give me everything that is planned, everything that is released. I can only see tell me what's already been completed from that period of time. And then I will see more production that are really closed or performed. Let's go back to those two here. And I got also a status from within the production dashboard. So we have, we can say, is it currently in production? Is it currently stopped, meaning that we have started production. It's presently stopped, but not completed. Let's say people needs to take a break. I will show you later that part, and needs to be transmitted back to SAP. We are offline from SAP. We read the data from it, but we're outside. Why? Well, if we were in communication with SAP in real time, every time we consume a raw material, it will create a good issue in SAP. So if it takes the times to do one issue, another issue, we'll have lots of transaction in SAP for the same production. It will be harder to reconsolidate everything. So we can say, okay, I'm done for the day, or I'm done for that production, synchronize back to SAP. So let's do that here. So what we have that will be really interesting here, if you can give me just 2 little second prod batch. So I can see here I got lots of production, and I would like to see, give me, sorry, the P2003. So give me every production P2003 on the screen. I don't want to see the other one because, like I said, we want to minimize the time of preparation. We want to see if we can put all the same items at the same time. So I get here a consolidate button that will show me only the production for this item. So I see now P2003, I have 2 production in progress. I have already started it. Planned quantity 5 and 10 receive 5. So I really give me just 2 seconds. I will just do one quick click. Sorry for that. Just want to start clean to show you the consolidation correctly. Manager 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Now you know my password. Okay, while I'm doing this here, I will just, sorry for that. This is what happened with live demo like that, right? So while I'm doing something on the other screen, let me show you here. This is the filter information. We got also a small yellow box here. If I click on it, that will show us what's today's status at the moment. Right now, we're able to put 4 different status. In the demo that I'm using, the customer wanted to see, give me how many orders that they have that are no orders attached, how many are scheduled to be released today, how many are in orders that I have absolutely to ship today because the orders needs to be shipped, stuff like that, and how many production are currently in progress. Okay, like, so 4 category customizable. So you just need to know what's the criteria to split here for you. So now I will just go back out here one moment. Won't be long. Sorry for that. And it's done. Perfect. Okay, so I just reset production to be at not started, nothing done. Oh, looks like I saved the wrong one. Okay, anyway, so what we have here, we had a P2003. We needed to put 5 from one, 5 from the others. So if I was to combine them, I need to build 10. That's why we see here consolidation quantity 10. So I can, if I produce 10 at the same time, in the same batch, I could say, put 5 on that one, put 5 on that one, and both order will be completed at the same time. So if I do start on P2003, hold on, I'll just open SAP on my side here. Thunderstorm. I don't know if you hear that. It was a big one. Okay, so I just modify some data in SAP. Let's do a refresh of that. Okay, so I got 5 plans left to do, 5 plans left to do. Let's start the production. So I'm just on one of those. So if I do start, I will have a pop-up screen that tell me, hey, you're planning to start 245. Why not do 256 at the same time? So I can either just click, no, I really want 245. Oh, yes, I want 256. I can select them both. Or I can follow here some quick selection tools. So just the selected orders, only orders that are due today, today and back order. So I want to do what's done today and what is overdue because I should produce what is late first. And well, we got time ahead of us. Let's also those that are date to come or all orders. So for the sake of this demo, I will take both of them. Sorry. And we have to enter who's doing the job. So I will enter 1 through 3. This is a code that we put onto the employee master data into SAP Business One. Instead of putting Mario directly, I put a code. The objective here is to have a long ID code that people cannot remember or easily that are hard to remember, or maybe on the employee card. The reason for that is some of our customers said, hey, I don't want people to be able to say, hey, can you start a job for me? I'm taking a small break and I don't want anyone to know. And since they're using that tools to do their key punch clock, the you wanted the employee to be able to not be able to remember those numbers. So when you get number big like that, it's really hard to, well, still achievable, but it's harder. So, but in my case, I just put 1, 2, 3. So I said 1, 2, 3, start this production, and we'll see. You want to release the pick list. So if you have these tools and you have Prodimex, we can even ask Prodimex to release the pick list in the warehouse to allow a picking of the goods. So I will say no because I'm not connected to Prodimex here. And like you see here, there was a pop-up. Why there was a pop-up? Oh, I forget to tell you, but in the screen that we had, there was 2 checkboxes that said, do you want to open the technical data sheet? Do you want to open the specification data sheet? And one of them was checked. So let's say you have a spec sheet for the production teams that says, hey, don't forget to do this, to do that, to do this in this order, or don't forget this, don't forget that. Well, they have it as soon as they start the production, pop up, here's a spec, that how we want you to do this. Or if you have a special production and for this special one, you want to have a special rules or a special way of doing it. Let's say a cake factory, you're doing cakes in your warehouse and usually you put it white, but this time you want it to be pinkish. Well, you have to warn the user that you have to put some special dye. Unless you modify the BOM, there's lots of way of doing it, but at least it's get out of the it pop-ups so your employee is closer to the reality with that. So like we said here, we got 5 to do for this one, 5 to do for that one, a total of 10. Let's do a production. So I'll say, okay, 256, sorry. I have to start with that one. So I want to produce 10 of it. So right now this screen is really small. We just have numbers, button is big enough for people that are not using the mouse. And I will come back to that one in a few moments with other kind of products and you will see the strength of that also. So I said 10 and I'm done. The minus and the X is, let's say you do some QC at the same time. People said, okay, here's the 10 that we have produced. You check them quickly. Oh, this one is really bad. We want to throw it away. So you can say, yeah, we received 10, but no, it's only 9, and we rejected one. So in this way, the cost of that one will affect your work order, but it won't be count as a valid unit. And minus is if you do an entry. We don't allow people to enter negative amount. So I cannot say, oh, I have produced 10. Oh, no, it was only 9 when we count them back. I cannot say, oh, correction 1. No, just say minus how many I want to remove. I want to remove 1. Let's forget here. So when it's done, oh, before that, so in some place, people are allowed to, there's lunchtime, there's the break, there's any reason that someone wants to take a pause. What we will have to do is to usually go to the testing machine, say, okay, I am employee one, oh, sorry, disabled it. So I am employee 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'll just stop here. Stop. I can do it. I am employee 1, 2, 3. I'm stopping my production. Then 15 minutes later, 1 hour later after the break, this came back and said, oh, I want to restart it because I didn't want the timer to affect while I was in lunch. What can I do? Well, we put a pause here. The pause will pause every production currently running for the user that is connected on this screen. So right now we got 2 production order that we have started. Let's pause them. Right now, I cannot do anything else. It's pause. I'm going on my break, my lunch, or whatever. When I come back, I start it back and we can work on it. The end result of that is the time that was spent is not count in the punch clock. So now we're done. We have produced the unit, but the system doesn't know yet that how we want to spread them. So if I do stop here, tell me that we have 2 orders to do. Right now we have 15 produced here and 5 produced here. Why? Because I already had 5 and 5 already done in the previous batch. So now we're total is 20. So I want to split them. So I have 2 choices. I can say, well, it's not 5 and 15 right now, it's 12 and 8. Or I can say, spread them. Spread them, we'll calculate the best scenario to fulfill the order. So let's do this and confirm, save that we have this spend it like we want. Got the rejection also. So let's say in this production, we reject 2 units against which production we want to affect that. Pick and pack, not pick and pack, sorry, pick list. Again, when I started production, I had a question, do you want to release the pick list, yes or no? If I said no, but I wanted to release them, I can go back here and just do release the pick list. I'm ready to process it. So this is good when you get a manager starting lots of production back to back, and then people at their bench or at their station, sorry, do the list. They want to release them now because they're ready to tackle it. So I will do stop. As soon as it stops, do you want to transmit that back to SAP? So if I know that I am done for the day or for whatever reason, I can say yes, transmit it now, or I can say no, wait, we'll do some other stuff with those production before. So let's say yes. Now we'll have lots of pop-up that will came in. So it will tell us that, okay, the production there was complete. Do you want to close the order in SAP? No, I don't want to close it. Perfect. And then the other one will pop, same thing. No, okay. And it's done. Okay, let's go back, see in SAP what we have here. So it was checklist 245. So if I go to 245 relationship map, so we'll see here that we got our receipt for production that was done. If I go to 250, I don't remember the number, 256 if I'm not mistaken, P 2003, relationship map, I'm blind, and we got our production, our issue that was generated manually, the issue for the time, this is separate, and the receipt from production to see our product. So directly send back to SAP really quick, it was almost instant. Some other stuff that we have here that can be really helpful is the printing, sorry. So let's say I'm to this product here. I have some labeling that I want to perform, and I have various labels. I got, let's say we want to put a label on the inner pack and the master pack on, I don't know, some special label for CSC approve or whatever. So we have a table with a definition of all the labels per product. When I click on it, we'll show you, okay, well, this product, we have all those 187 labels that can be printed. So I select which one I want to print, and I say print, and it will print on the selected Zebra printer or any printer. So really easy, really quick. You see directly on the spot what the label would looks like based on the data. It's not a fixed JPEG, so it's really what will be sent to the printer. Let's say like a print preview of each label. What else do we have? Well, if I go back here, sorry, let's see production batch. So this is a batch production. I will start it. I don't want to consolidate it. I will just want to have it by itself. So now we will see, I just started 253. We get the 253 now in production in progress. And based on my resources here, I said it takes 1 minute per unit to produce. I have 10 to produce, so we should expect 10 minutes. So if I came back here in 5 minutes, we'll see the counter. And if I'm late because I don't know, I took a break, I forgot to put a stop or whatever, we will see that, hey, it's overdue. If we got more than one production live in the system, people will be able to scroll. So the manager can see quickly among all the current production, what's the status of them. So if I go to production batch and I want to issue, so in the first production, it was all backflush stuff from SAP. So we didn't have to enter the raw material, but this time we'll need to enter it because batch component cannot be backflushed. So if I go in my batch component here, so same screen as before, but this time we got all the batches and how many is available right now to be taken from. So we need 10 of it if you want to complete the full production. Let's say 10, and from which one I want to consume. So the order here can be sorted automatically, either by FIFO, by batch number, or whatever the setting is in your side. If we got the customer, we got the scale connected. So it's always by weight that they process the stuff. So they put the, let's say the raw pulses on the scale. You know how many kilo it needs. We click on the button, it reads the scale, so they don't have to enter it. We don't see it here, but we can even have a FIFO option that even if the user select those and try to change the orders to their needs to see, well, doesn't matter, we'll consume them in FIFO. This is great when you're working in silo. So you don't know which batch are in the silo, but usually it's the first one in it is the one that you consume. So let's take 10 from the 26 here. I will do same thing for the other one here. I'll take that batch here and go. So right now in my database, like I said, I don't have Protemex, I don't have bin warehouse activated. But if I was with bin, it will even show me in which bin they are in the warehouse, or I can even restrict from which bin I am able to pick or to take those. Well, I will do the last one just to, so I already took 10 from that one, so we'll take 10 from the same here. And same thing when we receive the product. So I'm receiving this one. When I say receive, I need to enter batch number because it's a batch managed product. So what's the batch of it? Some of our customer has a special logic, which is, I don't know, the production number dash Julian date dash something else. We can set that directly here, kind of a formatted search if we're looking at SAP terms. So let's say this is batch 253-2023 is the rate 30, let's say. And what's the expiration date we have on that? Well, let's say this is good for 3 months. Am I right? Yes. And start. Again, I'm stopping this. I spread it if I need to spread. Stop. Do you want to transfer it back to SAP? Yes, I want. And let's see, 253, zero unit to close, no. Success 253. Let's go back in SAP. Whoops, so this is not SAP. Let's go back here and let's go see 253 and relationship map. You see here, let's go see our receipt. Sorry if it's a bit small. So we received a 10. If I go to batch number, we have the batch number that was generated. And issue for production. Here's my batch material that I have consumed. So not the batch, all the manual entry information. So all my batches, the time that it took to perform it. And the other one is for the backflush item. So testing machine was also a backflush line. So that's it. So can easily handle batches, serial number. Well, I don't have any serial ready here for the demo, but it's the same thing. So instead of saying batch, we're saying serial. So batch, serial, and standard item, either from the consummation or in the reception part. Also liked, hold on, P2003, where it is. P2003, I will just duplicate that one here. So it's 258 that I just created. If I go back here, refresh, we'll see 258 is now here, but it's in yellow. So usually in SAP, what you need to do is go to the production that you just released. Someone has to go here, plan, release, and update. I won't do it here. And if you want to release multiple of them, he has to go them one by one. But here we can do it. Since it's not the same project, I'm not able to do it, but I can select, just say, okay, I want to release, it's like a schedule. So I want to schedule it. Yes, it's now released. I can now process it. What I wanted to show you here again is we have, let me just do one quick thing here, production order. 258, yeah. So they are, I will just, what I do, I will just in SAP attach this production to a production order 706. So update, okay, and refresh. So if I go on my production, I see here it's related to the order 706. I have here an icon that would show me information about the order, but since this is attached to an order, I can see it. Here's the order that was in it. Every item, and this is the one that we have, can even see a picture of the products if you have pictures in your SAP. And you can see, oh, there's also a second item. Yeah, I have time to produce it today. Well, let's produce both, and it will help shipping stuff faster. Also, in this item, P2003, I got two pictures attached to it. You saw later on, you saw the specification, the technical sheet, but there's also a specification sheet that you can put. So we got two sheets. We have a customer that even has three sheets for his products. Depending of what he wanted, he has a spec sheet for the production and one for that he put in every boxes of what he produced, and one what people call, they say, hey, well, what's the regulation on that, so people can quickly tell them the information from here. Synchronization, the die here, I didn't show you that because my database is in I don't have all the feature activated, but you got the die also. So if you're using die and we got information about the die in SAP, we can say, show me all items that share the same die as this one. So like I said, one thing that is important is the preparation of the machinery. So sometimes changing the die is what is costly in the first few units. So let's say after the P2003, if I can do the P2004, which share the same die, we will be more efficient. So that can help also. I think I show you about everything here. So production dashboard, to my humble opinion, is really good to help people to enter the data. Like you saw, I entered the batch number directly on the spot. I didn't had to put down in the paper or in an Excel sheet or whatever. Usually it's the manager that does that. So people on the floor has access to that value, can enter it now. It's already accessible for reporting, and it's not even shipped yet or even packed yet. So, but it's already in SAP, already with the good values. Reporting will be really great with that. So it really helps the production from the purchasing part up to the selling part. You already have your customization done. You already know that your stock missing for the future. Your min and max can be achieved. Like I say here, we have our min max. So the ordering, the order department, the purchasing department, sorry, can really be proactive on that and way faster, way clearer and funner also because your people on the floor taking the time to take the pen, writing stuff. It's really they don't produce what I mean. They're less efficient that way. So, but now with that, it's perfect. So I know this is recorded, but if you have any question, I will be there during the session to answer any question or show you additional parts if needed. So thank you for your time. I hope you have enjoyed and let me know if you have any question about it. Bye-bye.